We need to
What
start.
It Takes podcast.
We need to start praying it up before the pod.
Oh yeah, I'm down with that.
Before like we rolling, right?
Yeah. Just like going into the game.
On that.
You know what I'm saying? I prayed in the car for the pod, but you know, to do it with the brothers.
Yeah.
I asked God that He, you know, allows us to have positive energy.
Oh, that.
You know, that we follow the path that is laid out for us. You know, that this pod takes us to all the heights that we desire.
Nah, for real.
Just like that. I guess that was somewhere of another prayer right there.
Amen.
There we go.
There we go.
But I got a question, bro. Because we talking about faith.
Okay.
What is faith without practice? What's belief without practice? Can we just believe that
a dream deferred?
you can't believe it. You got to practice.
So we got to put in some type of work.
A dream deferred.
I seen a conversation earlier. It was talking about manifestation. It was like, no, all you got to do is see it. I'm like, but you don't got to do nothing with it. Like I agree in the mind and mental and manifestation. I'm like, man, even the definition of manifestation means to embody something. That means you got to be it. You got to like act it too. You know what I'm saying? You also got to see it in your visual and believe it, of course. But I'm like, dang, if we ain't acting with it, how we really believe it?
Right.
Yeah.
That was a strong right. Go ahead and bring us in, Trayvick. I think he's ready for it.
Man. What's good, man? What's good, family? You now tuned in to the What It Takes podcast show in, universe. You know what I'm saying? I got my boy Skizzy.
Yeah, Skitz, Pittz, real rap, man. Peace to the guys, man. You already know.
To my left, and then boy Sidney Breedlove to my right.
Breeding eternity.
Yes, sir.
Until forever.
You feel me? And it's Trayvick and this motherfucker. We here. One day, I'm a not have a potty mouth.
But notice who's always the first one. First and the last.
To curse.
And that's why I said one day.
What did he say?
One day soon.
In this month.
Just no purpose. It's all good.
One day soon.
Hey man,
I'm a work in progress.
Is it one day
Y'all
or
kids
2 days?
that are watching this under age of whatever age is appropriate
12.
to cuss. Right. Just don't be like Trayvick when you grow up.
Goodness gracious.
You don't want to be like anyone when you grow up, but your greater self.
Want to be yourself. Your highness.
Because yourself is great.
What's the weeks like, man? What we got into?
Go ahead, Sid.
I didn't do much. The usual record. Been going crazy online, social media stuff. Starting brands. I'm not ready to announce yet. That was it. I just started Snowfall. Well, restarted it. I was watching it back in the day when it first came out.
Right. Then you somehow lost interest. You're the one who told me to get onto it, and now
you're not current.
No, I'm not current at all. I'm
Okay.
back on season 1. Me and my lady
trying to figure it all out.
She hates restarting shows, so she's kind of letting me get caught back up to wherever we were. I don't even remember. So,
but she was caught up.
No. Heck no. Just caught back up to where we left off.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know where that is because it's been so long. But yeah, that's about it, man. What about y'all? Work, stuff like that. But.
Yeah. I'm pretty caught up on Snowfall. It's one of my favorite shows.
Of course.
Why is killing and dope?
That's crazy.
Not like Snowfall.
No, man.
Like Franklin.
Yeah, I'm saying you can learn from it, learn to evolve as a person in certain things. in that regard. Some morality in it, not just killing and stuff. But I think my week was pretty smooth. Lots of work, some preparation, still dropping content, just preparing to release a lot more. So that's kind of been the focus. Also been networking, going to events, showing my face a little bit more because I've been in a, kind of a cave since I would say like the beginning or mid-fall. So now I'm kind of like coming out and showing my face, new brand, new face, and all of that.
I didn't know you were hitting no events. I ain't getting no invites.
Bro, I'm never going to invite you. You don't go out. And you know that.
It'd be nice to know.
See, no, I'm not going to do that. Waste my breath or energy.
You never know, bro. I might, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I was popping out last year.
For a reason.
Yeah.
What's up, Skitz, man?
But, it's been a cool week, man. Cool week. A lot of, on the other side, just marketing with music and moving, the double M. A lot of content pushing. So, yeah, every week ain't going to be bright, shiny, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to do the groundwork. So, it's a lot of groundwork right now. A lot of building up, staying consistent with it.
We all were digging this week.
Yeah.
It was a good week. Sure.
Yeah. What's the topic, man? What we talking about? Yeah?
Man.
Oh, yeah, Ramadan's still flowing, so that's taking a lot of my time.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. Forgot about that.
So just staying clear, doing a lot of reading. I say that. So reading is always fundamental. So yeah,
I've been doing a lot of fasting.
Oh yeah, fasting, soul searching, praying.
Right.
And at nighttime, eating a lot too.
Busting down.
Oh man.
So, Get my water in the morning.
Good little water.
Yeah. So, I say ain't no wrong with, taking a light sometimes, like recharging and things like that, rejuvenate.
You learn anything, or are you noticing anything just like new on this? You've done Ramadan before. This is your first time, right? So like, are y'all, it's been a week probably for you, but like, what are y'all takeaways so far? Chris on doing it too, right?
You on Ramadan?
Say what?
You participate in Ramadan?
Yeah, every year.
Okay, bless. Peace to the God. I'll say one thing I'm getting from it, more. Like last year was the same thing, but like when you don't eat, like it's one thing to like just not want to eat, but committing to something and then not being able to eat is a totally different thing. So when it's time to eat.
Wait, hold on. Let me stop it real quick. Can somebody mute? Y'all do it. Y'all hear the sound from the TV?
Oh yeah.
That's been going the whole time.
I mean, it can't hear it. It's not going to be able to be heard on the mic.
Yeah, I know that. Damn Trayvick. No, I'm just playing.
But now when it's time to eat, it's just so much gratitude that you feel like, especially like just drinking water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it make you really appreciate just everything. Like just the little things. Like I think fasting, not eating food and not drinking water for a whole day, it just makes you appreciate everything a little bit more. Because by the time it's time for you to eat, it's like, oh my God, this is so good. Like this is so delicious. This is so great. Thank you so much. Like the water. I'm drinking water like I ain't never drunk before. Parched. Quench my thirst. Like, so I feel like to me, that's like the most important thing or the most powerful thing that I take away. Just how much is to be grateful for. Because it's for us to strengthen our spiritual connection, and it's also to reflect on people who might be unfortunate or less fortunate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not able to eat. They can't just go to the fridge anytime and just pop it open. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just think about people who can't.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
I feel like also, your mind is so powerful. We know that you can do anything you set your mind to. So I feel like if there's habits or certain things that you want to overcome, whether it's addiction or whatever, like one of the most difficult things to put down on this planet, I feel like, is food and water. Like you literally need that to survive.
Right.
So not that you are like quitting it for good, but like Skitz said, to even go all day from like sun up to sundown without putting anything in your body, like no type of water or no type of food at all. Like bros told me like you can't even chew gum. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with that power, it's like, what is a cigarette, or like what is, you know, a drink or whatever. Like if you can't even eat and drink water. So that's, you know, that's big for me. But as far as like the takeaway, I feel like I just been like a lot more present. I've been wanting to meditate more frequently anyway, or I won't even say more frequently, just in general. You know, meditation is something that, you know, I wanted to start practicing again. So I feel like, you know, this is definitely giving me the time to be able to do that. You know, sit, be present, reflect, talk to God. So that's kind of my takeaway. What about you, Chris?
About fasting?
Just in general, Ramadan. Like, he was like, what's your, like the biggest takeaway so far?
Biggest takeaway? I'm gonna have to bleep this out, man. I'm just in it. I just want to eat on Friday, man. No, okay, I'm joking, but to me, it's a community. You know, I don't get out much. So just being able to, you know, just to go see, you know, friends, and I see old students and parents, you know, at the masjid on Friday, Saturday, and we all sit around, eat and play basketball. I mean, that's, to me, that's my biggest takeaway from it, is a reason for the community to get together.
Do you still wait till after sundown to eat on Fridays and Saturdays?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every day. But Friday is
Juma.
Friday is Juma. And Saturday, I don't know why. This year I feel like everybody's trying to eat on Saturdays too now. I noticed that. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. But, you know, it's a community thing for me.
Okay.
Matter of fact.
Man.
Well, you got a topic?
I got a topic?
Yeah.
What we leading off with?
Yeah. You was going to state the topic.
No, I said what we leading off with. I don't remember. I said it. I can't remember.
You said, what he said?
I think it was mental, or
it was either
that or
goodness gracious,
team.
Nah, Chris.
But he got
who we got, Chris? He had him.
Y'all talk about award shows.
Oh,
that's
are they still relevant?
We can get it. Oh yeah.
Would you even go?
I thought we was gonna have the main, and then
I don't remember what the main. You remember what the main was gonna be? What's the overall for today?
I didn't do it. Well, I kind of wanted to talk like.
You talking about mental health?
Yeah, it was either mental health or you said something about team
building.
Oh, but we
ain't make no decision. That's what happened.
Yeah,
but I think multiple is fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
why I like the award shows, man. Are they still relevant?
Award shows are important.
Are they still relevant? Trayvick, pop us off, man.
Let's get into it.
Man,
I already know how this gonna go.
Took the glasses off.
I was just about to say that. It's pretty good.
I already see.
Are award shows still relevant? That's the question, right? Are award shows still relevant?
Because of us, I guess. I mean,
because of
the culture, I don't think they should be, especially the ones that aren't ours. Which
I think we should have our own award shows, bro.
That's what I feel.
I ain't gonna say like we shouldn't. I feel like that's what you just said.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I'd be down for us to have our own award shows,
but we don't. It's the problem, bro. We don't. It's like we value other people's validation over our own. So
are they still relevant though? And if so, are they losing? Are they losing?
Are the Grammys still relevant?
Yes.
In the Grammy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they losing relevancy? Yes.
I mean,
I'm gonna be Trayvick.
shows, yeah.
So
I think they losing relevancy, bro. I ain't gonna
like, so I feel like it's a split decision, right? Are they relevant? In a sense. But do they mean anything? No.
No.
Because it's like, you know, like it's like you definitely want to be seen for what you completed. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, regardless of what, you know, nobody's looking for outside validation and things, but everybody would appreciate some form of recognition.
Yeah.
So I feel like in that form, it's like awards just show some form of recognition. It don't mean anything though, because there's still work to be done. Like I remember I had a dream, like, you know, a long time ago. It was like just thinking about all the things that I could achieve. And the answer was always, now what? Or, and then what? It's like, okay, you win this award. Now what? Or you get a Grammy. Now what? So it's never the end all be all. So, and I feel like us, you know, us as Black people, I don't think nobody feels like it's the end all be all. Maybe the people outside looking in feel like that, but I feel like the people who are actually competing for these things, I don't think they care like that either. I don't think they see it as high and mighty. Because they get up there and be like, yo, forget this trophy. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody kind of feels the same way. And I do agree we need to have our own recognition platforms and things where we actually care and we don't put ourselves in one little box or, you know, give certain awards to like other people who was like, dang, you had such and such in that category. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
Are they losing relevancy though?
I feel like people are waking up and just realizing
It's more
you know,
important things.
yeah, it's like, what does that do? You know what I mean? Because it's like you win a Grammy, but then if I go on stage and like smack somebody for talking about my wife, they gonna try to take all my awards away.
Oh my
So it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? Are they even mine? Like, it's almost like it's just not even ours. So it's like, what is the relevance of it? Because it has no power. It's only there to like dangle in our face and like, hey, yeah, you did this, you did that. It's like some false achievement. It's like, hey, here's a, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like in time, like something else will come in place and have more like meaning to it.
I think as we get closer to like a collective like shift in energy, like just people will start to care more about different things and care less about certain things. And I think like recognition and validation in those regards, people are going to start to care less about. And then that's what's contributing to like the lack of relevancy to stuff like that.
That makes sense. I think that shift is already happening.
And yeah, it's definitely happening. I mean, just the way the world is moving, especially like, you know, like economically and just how crazy the world's getting right now. Things are being more scarce. You know, value is shifting based off of just like us rather than like what's told to be valuable.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What do you think, Sid? Is it relevant?
I do think they're relevant to an extent. I think they're losing relevancy for sure.
But why do you think that?
Like you said, maybe like our focus is shifting. New platforms are emerging. The internet, you know, I think it's a multitude of reasons, but I think those are probably the main reasons.
Yeah.
New platforms.
Yeah, and I mean, award shows was like for like TV. And people
that's
not
from
even
like
on
the
TV
internet.
no more.
Yeah, I think if some type of internet award show was like respected, or a platform that's, you know, mainly broadcasted through the internet were like respected to that level, I think it would almost probably kill those award shows, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How so? What do you mean?
Like what Uber did to taxis, you know, like what Netflix did to Blockbuster, and so on and so forth. I think if, without name dropping, you know, if we'll even say just like if 5 of the top hip hop platforms on the internet came together and started their own award show, I think that would garner way more attention. Even if it's not attention, relevancy than like what the Grammys do.
I mean, I'm finna take us on a whole damn tangent.
Go ahead, bro. Because how at this point they know how you get down.
They know.
They're waiting on it.
Oh my God, bro. These platforms are trash, bro.
The ones on the internet, or
yes, bro.
I mean,
that's where he going with it.
These hip hop platforms, so that's not gonna happen.
Oh my!
Because
they don't even care about like
before you
90.
go,
how are they trash?
What is a hip hop platform?
Exactly.
Where are they?
What are some? Or like what is it? Not which ones.
What is it and what are some?
Some of what represents
I'm not gonna
only
name
hip hop.
any.
Yeah, he said we're not gonna,
because none of them. No. But a lot of platforms that claim to be hip hop platforms don't actually center their brand around hip hop. They center it around things that aren't hip hop related, that just happen in hip hop.
You said that aren't hip hop related?
Yes.
I think, what is hip hop? That's where we're going now, because the culture of hip hop has grown so much at this point.
Rappers, baby mamas, and asses aren't something that should be covered on hip hop platforms.
Depends on what type of hip hop platform you have. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. If you have a hip hop platform that's based around gossip, of course you're going to talk about that. But that's still within the hip hop culture.
So I guess it goes to like,
yeah, there aren't.
Does everything represent the hip hop culture? Like if it's like slightly related to it, does it represent?
If there's a figure that's inside hip hop, and like he said, you're talking about the family of that person. Of course, that's within the hip hop culture. It's not covering, I guess, hip hop per se, like Trayvick said. I agree with him there. But then again, it just depends on like what type of platform you have. There are platforms that do that. Like we said, you know, we don't want to name drop, but I could name a few that are more focused on the actual music and kind of what goes on with the music side of things versus just what surrounds, you know, the hip hop culture. So, but
it's just a lot of fluff out here.
I'm a little different than Trayvick, man. Shout out all the hip hop platforms out there. Yeah, for sure. I rock with them. I mean, off camera, y'all know this is truly me. I rock with them. I didn't say all of them.
Oh.
I rock with a lot of them though.
I feel like
off camera, that's really me. Like I
feel like everything got its place though. The hip hop blog,
for sure.
You know, we're not going to agree with everything, and everybody ain't always going to do it the way we want it. I feel like the main thing is like,
that's why you start your own.
Yeah, if you start your own, but the ones that's there,
you need to regulate these niggas, man, because.
Maybe get specific without getting specific.
Okay, so some of them, for example, some of them, like there's an actor that had some allegations recently, and obviously, you know, there's allegations, so they don't be doing no research. They're not actual journalists, some of these platforms, so they'll just see a headline and repost it because they saw another platform do it.
I mean, that go to the bigger machine though.
That's what I'm saying. It's like news.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like one of my favorite. What do you mean? It's like what you're saying that they shouldn't be like news.
If it has nothing to do with hip hop and you're posing as a hip hop blog, but then you're posting news that has nothing to do with hip hop. How does someone
pose as a hip hop blog?
With the name.
All right, give me one. We're gonna have to bleep this up.
I'm saying it sounds like he's talking about radios.
I don't know. I could
radios. I want on the name who you're talking about.
No, I mean
radio stations. Because at this point, everybody posts the gossip.
Not radios. But that's what I'm saying. It's gossip. It don't even be hip hop. So how are you considered hip hop?
Is the news does the same thing?
Okay, that's why they're called. That's why they're called their news, not hip hop news.
Give me a hip hop platform.
I'll make up one.
No, because you said it has it in the name. So it sounds
I can make up one that has it in the name.
You gonna bleep it out?
It doesn't matter.
You're gonna bleep it out anyway.
Just bleep it out.
I'm gonna make up a name.
Bleep it out. We need to know who you're talking about.
It don't matter because I can't even think of who they are.
I rest my case.
I mean, but
because his argument is based off the fact that they're posing as a hip hop.
Yeah.
Only thing I can think of
Rap God's blog.
I don't know a Rap God's blog. That's my point, Skit. I need a real one. Like
I'm on
they
your
be
side.
naming them like that though.
This is crazy what I'm about to say, but I'm on your side. Trayvick, I'm agreeing with you. I'm trying to follow you though, but
I'm trying to agree with you too.
Only thing I can see that do stuff like that is radio stations.
Or Shade Room.
It's not even just.
But Shade Room.
Go ahead, Skitz.
I mean, that's expected from Shade Room.
But that's
the point. And that's not a hip hop blog.
But what I'm telling you, there are blogs, because we know blogs.
That's what I'm saying. Only thing I could think of is a radio. I know a lot of radio people. They just be black.
So there's a platform called Twitter, right? And that's where Twitter and Instagram, and then they have these, blogs now, because blogs don't actually have websites anymore. They're just on platforms. And then they post things of different things and they put a caption. So that's what blogs have become now, right? So if your name on these platforms are indicative of hip hop, like Rap Gods, and you're supposed to be posting about rap, but you're posting about something that has nothing to do with that, that's posing as a rap blog.
But I could also name a couple that only post rap. You know what I'm saying? Like Bleed Me Out.
Yeah, there are some.
Cheese. Like they might not post songs that you like, but all they do is post rap. And they might post rap news about somebody getting killed.
And that's what I was trying to say. It still surrounds the community, bro.
Yeah.
But if they post something about an actor.
But even then, is that an award?
No.
Like, is it rewarding?
No.
You know
if they post something about an actor and allegations that have nothing to do with hip hop, and it's just gossip or news in the world, not hip hop. And they do that often.
Acting has kind of...
No, bro.
Yeah, it has. Acting has kind of joined the hip hop community. Same way R&B has, especially certain type of acting. I don't know if we gonna bleep this out too, but BMF ain't, we already name dropped one. Snowfall.
Put them beefs in.
Right, that ain't hip-hop-ish.
It's not hip-hop. But the thing is, all right, you were saying something about internet blogs.
Yeah.
Maybe increasing visibility for those and us starting our own.
I was saying that if some of the biggest ones, and he was probably thinking the ones that I was thinking, that's why he said they're trash, even though he loves one of them. I think, a running joke with us.
Yeah.
But if those 5 started their own award show, came together and started their own award show, yeah, I think it would kill the Grammys.
How would it be different?
I don't know how it would be different. It's kind of like what we always say on this pod too, shifting power. I think it'd be very similar in that aspect. The power would just be in different people's hands. I think that it would be different, I guess, in the aspect that it wouldn't be 100-year-old system that's controlling.
But I do know that at one point we were having our own award shows and things started getting crazy.
Or like BET?
Nah, like Source. Like things started getting a little violent. So, I mean, I feel like that's the other part. Like, people just got to know how to carry themselves. Like, we could do our own thing, but it's like, man, we our biggest enemy. Because, just people hate themselves or hate their counterparts more than anything else. You know how to act over here. We can act cordial here, but when we together, hell, I got to show her everything. I got to show who I am. Like, I can't let, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like just building respect in the community too amongst ourselves so we can do things like that where it don't get crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think we can though. So I ain't saying it's impossible, but I feel like that's one of the reasons why, because it was a thing before, but it just got very, very messy. And I can't really remember exactly what happened, but I remember some things happening.
I don't think that's why I lost relevancy though.
I think that's part of it.
Which I do agree.
I mean,
nah, because now one thing I agree with Trayvick is, we give these platforms and these stages the relevancy. So I don't think us as our community, those award shows lost relevancy because of what was going on backstage. If anything, that's going to make them more relevant.
Nah. What was going on backstage is what
niggas was getting stabbed,
bro.
So
that's again, in my opinion, that's going to make them more relevant in our community.
No, bro.
That's going to make it. It'll make it more relevant in the community, but it downgrades the quality of it.
It's not even the quality. It's going to destroy the organization. So that's why.
No one spoke to that. That's
what I was about. That's what I'm saying.
Talking about relevancy.
So what? So,
but relevancy is part of the It could be relevant in the hood, but who cares that bro did this? Now he got 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean, who cares? The community cares.
Much love, but I'm saying.
What are we talking about?
Look, this is what I'm saying. That don't matter.
That's our community.
When it come down to it, like all that stuff is grand. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the bros who down
it's
in the
not
hole,
grand.
things like that. But this is what I'm saying. All of that, no, listen, all of that stuff is grand, is great, right?
It's not great.
But at the end of the day, what does it mean to anybody?
There's nothing great about somebody getting poked up backstage.
It's not, but that's what I'm saying. But you saying you are like mixing it up. First you say it's relevant.
Whoa. So because I can. Oh, let's get into it. Y'all know I'm gonna stand on mine.
Let's get it, because I'm trying to follow you and make sense.
Follow me though.
Mic towards you.
Trayvick know exactly what so because I can acknowledge that our community loves this type of stuff and that it's relevant in our community means that it's great? Nah, that's not what I'm saying at all. I can differentiate between those two different things.
Know.
It's relevant when someone gets shot in our community. That's relevant. When somebody shoots somebody in our community, when somebody goes to chain gang in our community, this gives that person more relevancy. I'm going to be the first one to sit here and say there's nothing great about that though. But I understand that gives you more relevancy. It gives you more or just as much in 2023 as it did in the 90s.
Relevancy is what? Something that we could relate to?
Relevancy is...
Can we get
I was about to say, do we need
can we get a definition real quick?
Hook us up, Chris, man.
Because I mean, to me, it sounds like relevancy is almost like what is it?
Validation or something?
No, it's like you like big ups, like celebrating. To me, relevance. That's why I'm like,
Nah.
So
relevancy is just something that is like current. I feel like
it's almost speaking of current. It's almost your currency in this industry that we're in.
Talk to us, Chris.
I looked up the definition, and the definition is something relevant.
What's up? Relevant.
Definitions get on my nerves.
Why he looks it up? To me, it's your currency.
All right, so
in this industry that we
closely connected or appropriate to what is being done or considered, or appropriate to the current time period or circumstances or interest.
Can you read the next one?
What?
You feel me? Can you read the next one?
Appropriate.
Having significant and demonstrable bearing on the matter at hand.
There we go.
That's
the one I was looking
Why they be putting these crazy ones as the first one?
I know. You feel me?
They be trying to suggest things, bro. I feel like. It's like, but
and words do
bearing.
change over time, like the meaning of them slightly and stuff like that.
Us,
it's having a significant bearing.
On what again?
The matter.
But you don't think that's significant? You don't think that significant bearing would, what Trayvick said, destroy the brand because of,
I do.
of what it's for. But
yeah, I do.
That's what I'm saying.
But I did. But again, bro. Oh, I'm so
we
glad
gonna rewind the track.
I was just about to say, I'm so glad all this is on tape. Trayvick, when you said it, I said that's not what I was saying. You don't remember? All this was a few minutes ago. I told him when he was saying it that was never the point. It was never if it was going to destroy the brand or not. I said that when he said it.
Mm-hmm. You said it was.
I was just speaking to the exactly.
Relevant.
Yes, but that's what I said.
But is relevant good or bad? Is it a good thing?
Now we can switch topics. We can go left a little bit and say, is that good for the brand? Of course. Now, I'm not dumb. I'm gonna be right here with y'all saying no. But it's gonna add relevancy for sure. That's all I was saying. We can't pretend like, we love drill music. We love the ones that's actually living their rhymes, right? It makes you more relevant.
I don't, like you said, I don't like niggas getting stabbed up and shot. Like, I don't need.
When I say we, I'm speaking to the community. Because this is what we like, y'all, right?
I think it's more.
These are the ones we champion, right?
Well, like, I was finna try to twist it. I was finna say it's more of an addiction than a like.
That may be true, too.
But those are no
pain by.
Those are, yeah.
Right. That may be true, too. I'm with you. But I think we all can agree about the relevancy aspect of it. That's all I was saying. So when you tell me somebody, well, you ain't hear about what happened at the awards? Or so-and-so got backstage? Oh, bro, that's going to make your award show more relevant.
But all right, let's say it like this. But it's relevant. It's relevant to, because if we're looking at everything in energy, like we talked about that, but where is it vibrating at? Relevant to what? Lower or higher? So if it's lower, it's not going to feed to the right people that we need to get it to a high.
Yeah, it's not going to last. It's not sustainable because the people that are actually cutting the check, these networks and XYZ, of course, they're not going to stand behind that. That's what I'm saying. That's a whole different, you know.
You know what I'm saying? We need to cut the checks, bro.
So we need to what?
We need to cut the checks, man.
Who? We create our own check, man.
Yeah,
that's
even if we do, Skitz was right. Even if we do, we still our own worst enemy.
Yeah, but
we got to make sure that when we cutting the check, certain things ain't going down at these award shows. Because when you have an all-white award show, then folks act right at those.
Yeah. But I'm saying we got to stop. I say this: we got to stop making certain things relevant.
There you go.
We got to stop. If that's what it is, we got to stop. It ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's like, people do what they got to do. I understand, but it ain't worth nothing. I seen
nurture new areas.
This out too. I seen young
these niggas.
Yeah, bleep me out.
These niggas.
Bleep me out, son.
They don't give a. They don't care about the nigga that a bleep.
What you mean?
Nigga, you doing great. That's what you want? But look.
Right.
Take K. I'm going to say it one time. Everybody heard.
You already did, yeah.
See?
Slip that in. They ain't even going to catch you.
So, man, we all know what happened with him. And we all saw it, like, early. But everybody celebrating and this, that. Now my man writing a whole letter about how he, man, I wasn't even thinking I was too. So it ain't worth nothing, bro.
Also, man.
Because when niggas is in it, they think it's worth everything. Or we think, because I've been there too, like I said, I done been in that mindset. So we think it's everything. You know what I'm saying? And then when the jail bar is clanking, all of that, now reality sets in and it ain't worth nothing. So we making the wrong things relevant, man.
What you about to say? Also what?
Nothing. I was finna go on a justice system tangent.
Bro, this is the...
I was about to say,
whatever you want to do, bro. Like,
nah, man, I don't want to get too deep into that shit.
I was about to say, summing up the... Man. You know how we'll be here.
Moving along.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's
not a question. This was about award shows.
But
what's your question, Chris?
Isn't that what makes hip-hop attractive, unique? The number one is the power fantasy, like the violence.
No,
but it's
keeping it real and how authentic it is.
How authentic it is.
It's cool. It's cool until people start getting killed and they start passing out RICOs. Like they start, oh yeah, do that because it's a fantasy, but then they use your lyrics against you in court. So it's cool.
You know how
That's
much?
not the power, Trayvick. What's the power of hip hop then?
Not that.
What is it? If it's not the authenticity.
Us.
I mean, but we are rugged and
I'd be so tired. I want to see a Trayvick.
I'm not talking about us
I'm gonna let
specifically. I'm just saying like
that screen.
the people. Like
Oh, screen went up.
yeah, it's the people. Honestly, like there's other genres that do pretty well, really well, and don't have any of this going on. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but we are unique as who we are anyway, bro. Like our upcoming, just as being black people, is different. Like that's how hip hop was birthed because everybody was
and
talking
even in the
about their
birth,
struggle.
it was unique without all of that stuff. It just
But without the authenticity.
no, not authentic. You
I
know what I
guess
mean?
without all the murder rap.
It was authentic. It was authentic. Hip hop's always been authentic.
Right. So if y'all were specifically speaking to the authenticity, yes. But I thought we were speaking about like the extra shit.
He said violence.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like he said.
I think
and I don't think that's
hip hop could be authentic without the violence because it once was.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I do think what makes hip hop unique is the authenticity.
No, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think we would all agree.
But that's,
man.
that's style and other things. But they don't, like, man, it's like everybody, like now currently the relevancy of music is like everything is like copy and paste.
And I think a lot of the stuff that's
You said
popular
the
is
what
not
music?
authentic.
The relevancy.
Yeah.
Everything is like copy and paste. It's like
which is the opposite of authentic.
Yeah, it's not authentic.
nobody's really like,
So they don't celebrate.
it's
They
automatic. Like, let's talk about this. Let's talk about, like, it's crazy.
prioritize
So
things that make profit over
My
authenticity.
opinion on that, right, is
Okay.
you know, I'm a realist, right? I'm not condoning it,
Okay.
but I feel like if we completely sanitize hip hop, all the money would go away. I mean, it would just be pop or country. Like,
So let me ask you this.
Those are some of the biggest
But
records
I
in the
said,
world.
what you say?
Why wasn't that the case in the 90s?
the 90s, the crime rate was like through the roof, though.
The
Think about
crime
who was
rates
out there.
are through
Why
the roof
though?
now.
But look,
But, and I wouldn't say sanitized because like them folks were hard.
but real
Even
quick,
musically they were hard. But like they didn't have the same topics. They didn't glorify certain stuff in their music.
And a lot of that music is still going today
But look at the history
other
of why crime was
parts
out
of the world.
Well,
Why was crime?
after you do that, I want to let Chris off the hook. I want him to actually answer.
Because we got to understand, like, brother Chris, like, we all in here, but it's a lot of people that like feel like it's like, well, that's necessary, but to some people it's music, but it's real lives being lost behind this. It's like real kids getting killed behind this. Off of money, just that you can't even use once you in your coffin. And it's like, if we looking at like crime rates through the roof, like, bro, niggas was dropping drugs in neighborhoods, making people sell crack to each other, and they fighting over like scraps. So it wasn't even because of music. It's because the crack epidemic.
Yeah, music was just the reaction.
But my point to that was, first of all, well, I don't know where we went with that. Because
I'm just saying, he said niggas was
the music
getting
was
murdered.
opposite. The
He said
music was
crime rates
opposite
was
anyway.
through the roof. He
The
said
music
crime
was
rates was
speaking
through the roof.
against that type of
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. But if crime rates was through the roof, it was because of that. It was
for
gangs that, had to start because of what?
If anything, it wouldn't be the music that was fighting against that. Like, that's...
I'm just going off of what Brother Chris said.
That's why I asked. So, like, yeah, why wasn't that the case then? Because music was still selling in the 90s. Believe that.
Yeah.
Hip hop was definitely selling in the 90s.
That's when it opened up.
2000s, 2010s.
I think somewhere along the line, the frequency changed and they started talking about different things. Like, you can't tell me like big R&B artists and things like, Bleep Me Again, niggas, Andre 3000 and things like that. You can't tell me.
R&B artists?
I'm speaking about Lauryn Hill, and then I went to rap.
Oh.
And
She was a rapper too.
and things like that. But you can't say that they weren't doing their thing. Somewhere along the line, that stuff got lost, and
I think the agenda. I think again, I've never been present for one of those meetings, but I be hearing certain legends talk about how they really were sat down in some of these rooms and how it was an actual agenda to switch the focus of hip hop and target our community. I believe that, bro. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, in media, which mass media has always been an agenda in that regards. Then hip hop just became a part of that once they started owning it. So it's like, that's what happens when you are just giving over the ownership, because now they can, people can, lobby certain aspects. I can get this kid who is lacking cognitive dissonance or emotional intelligence. He's going to rinse and repeat because I know he's going to take this money. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's not even doing these things no more now,
or if he ever was.
If he ever was, you know what I'm saying?
Community.
You know what I'm saying? So,
or maybe not from that community.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
I feel like it's a big line between people who doing it plastically, not really doing it, but then
making up our own words.
I do that though. And then it's another line where people are actually doing it. Because I think that's the other misconception. When people hearing the songs, they just rapping. It's I do this, I do. They thinking it's music. But this is happening in real life. This ain't, to some people it might, some artists, it might just be saying whatever. Which I don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you should rap about things that you actually live. So I do agree with that part. But I don't think you should glorify it either. It's certain ways you could talk about things that you did or whatever to raise some sort of awareness. But I feel like people should talk about their real life story. That's why, I'm always real rap, things like that. So you should talk about your story. I don't agree with people faking it. But on the other side, people don't realize, when people are talking about it in the current state, this is really happening. Nigga, no, we going to shoot these people, and we don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't feel like it's really a place for that. It's not necessary.
Yeah, you can't be incriminating yourself on wax.
Broadcasting the drill.
Man, it's a young fellow that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking about people who did that and quickly saw recourse. You know what I'm saying?
Because energy, man, the energy that we put out, man, it's always going to respond accordingly. That's the other thing, it's real. You know what I'm saying? So it's is the money worth all of that? Just more murders, more young brothers just getting murdered before they time, before they really learn. Some people might luck up and go to jail. Some people don't.
I think we let you off the hook, Chris.
Yo, this head.
What you got for us, man?
So I'm going off the list for a second. Trayvick,
Right.
You said that it's us who make hip hop.
Yeah.
You think it's possible that hip hop could exist without Black people in the future?
Without Black people in the future.
Yo.
I know his answer to this.
I'm going to let Trayvick answer straight up.
I want to answer for him.
Go ahead.
Let the middle guy do it.
I feel like we talked about this before.
Go ahead. What was my answer?
Do you remember this? When we talked about this off camera?
Kinda.
Well, we were talking about the inception of hip hop, which kind of ties into this.
Yeah, I do remember. But what was my answer?
I feel like your answer is going to be no.
Of course not. Of course it's no.
Because it started with us. So how could it be hip hop
Yeah.
if we weren't? Am I right? Finish it up.
1,000%. Nothing in this world is anything without us. But that's a whole nother,
Okay.
It can't be duplicated, man.
you know what I'm saying? But nah, I don't think that's a thing.
What you think, Skitz?
Hell
Hip hop exists in the future without Black people?
Hell no. I mean, they try to do it right now.
I don't even think any genre,
Could exist without.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't exist without us.
Nah.
Even the ones
K-pop.
that,
Think about it.
You said K-pop?
K-pop That's funny.
Oh,
There has to be
K-pop?
somebody involved, some black person involved in the K-pop
Yeah, man.
community.
I know it.
Like, not
First
saying that
off.
nobody
And
else,
secondly-
nobody else can't produce frequencies, but come on, man.
No. So look, if they removed every
Nah, I mean,
single,
I know it can't be done without us. I'm
If
just
they
saying.
removed every single black person from any aspect of country music, you don't think country would thrive?
No.
Who gonna play the bass?
To make it different.
I don't know.
what's his?
They want black people to make it different. Like
I said, who gonna play
that's
the
what I'm
bass?
saying. We originators, man. We creators. So it's like, it's unique. Like I seen this comedy the other day. It was not talking about music, but it was talking about sports.
My bro said no.
Look, my man said, can you imagine sports without black people?
That's a little different though, ain't it?
Yeah,
But I feel like it's all one and the same. Because
Cricket.
everything
Cricket.
reflects.
They removed every black
Right.
player from cricket. You think that
He's-
sport was still
Right, he said,
From what?
cricket?
but see, that's when people
Exactly.
make, that's when
You
people,
know-
but look, that's
Cricket.
when people make sports.
I don't even know what it
They're
is.
trying
You mean
to- I know
croquet?
what cricket is.
That's a game, ain't it? It's
Yeah,
a real
yeah.
game, ain't it?
Croquet and cricket are two different things.
You know,
Chris?
Trayvick, that's
Let's ask
correct.
Chris.
I'm
Yeah,
asking.
cricket.
That's a sport, right?
It's a sport, yeah.
Okay, he had me feeling
Yeah,
I don't want to
that's
look dumb on camera now.
Yeah, I'm just.
Cricket
Shit,
was
I
a-
don't know. Shit, nigga.
Well, you got me. I don't even know what croquet is. I'm like, croquet.
I don't know. I might have made that shit up. Who knows? Shit, that's what I'm saying.
Look, he be making things up on the mic.
Hey, bro.
But look. But certain games created, they just ain't been discovered by the mass amount of black people yet. But we talking about, and it's a lot of black people in the world, but we talking about football, basketball, stuff
Opera.
like that. What'd you say?
Opera.
Nothing
Come
without
on,
us.
dog.
Come on.
For real? So y'all gonna say every genre,
Every genre.
every single genre.
Bro, I feel like
Everything on this
everything
land,
stems
man.
from, you know what I'm saying? In some form or
I'm
fashion.
about to sound so ignorant, but I have to do it because y'all know I'm me. Like I have to speak my mind. But
You
there's
think so?
black opera singers.
Frank, well, nah, that's a mafia guy.
Trayvick said,
Bruh.
"I'm being dead serious,
Listen,
Chris.
bro.
I
You
feel
ever
like
seen a
everything.
black opera singer?
Yes.
Bro, when you start,
The fact that he had to get on the phone, like, come
but
on,
look,
bro,
when you
let's talk
start
about
looking
it.
at in history, bro, you see everything stem from. So I don't think it's not one thing that didn't stem from.
Yeah. And then there was this huge R&B soul artist back in the day who I guess I think on the Grammys one time they had someone who was supposed to be singing opera in a certain language or something like that, and they didn't show up or something happened. They couldn't do it, so they asked this famous black R&B singer,
To
soul
sing an
singer,
opera song.
to sing it.
I don't remember this.
Listen, different language and everything, and she listened to the tape maybe twice, the rehearsal tape twice.
Oh, she
Went
was on
out
some
there
Nick
and
Cannon.
went crazy.
You gotta send me that. She was
Yeah,
on some Nick Cannon drumline shit.
What you find, Chris? You find anything?
way crazy.
Only 9% of opera singers are black.
Damn, that's a high percentage.
Um,
Not really, but higher than you know what I'm saying.
Higher than you expected.
but as far as famous ones, there's not a lot of current famous ones, but I don't think opera is really that big.
Yeah, that's not that popular. But I think my point,
Look and see who
look, certain things
started it.
Yeah, look who started it too. But certain things could, like you said, cricket. Like certain things are developed, like I said, and may not have been discovered yet. By,
Yeah.
But we talking about, the main question was hip hop, pulling us out of hip hop. And then if you pull us out the world, like, come on. Like,
But that's 70% of the world.
like you would have to get rid of so many items that exist today that we use on a day-to-day basis that people never got credit for. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just removed it.
How much percent of the world you think black people make up? Really?
Make up, like as in people.
Yeah.
More than
Visibly
they say.
black, psychologically black, or
I guess I was talking visibly.
DNA.
He said psychological.
Glad we on that.
All right, let me ask you this.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say visibility and genetically are probably coincide.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's just say visibility.
I was about to say, come on, bro.
Keep it simple.
You look black, but you're not black genetically.
Hey, man.
I mean,
some of these...
All kinfolk ain't skinfolk, man.
That's why he said...
Psychologically. Now, I get what you're saying, but just for the sake of the...
Visibly.
Yeah.
Visibly.
Man. Run the world, man.
Man, I say Africa's a very, very big continent.
That's just one... Bro, you know how many black people are in India?
Nah, that's what I'm saying, but just
And
Africa
Asian.
alone, bro, it's huge. But I say this, man, when I be traveling, bro, I don't... Unless I be in the wrong places, I do not be seeing too many black people. Unless I go to a black country.
Visibly?
Really?
Or like, where you been? What do you mean?
But
You feel me? I'm like, what?
Went to Africa 4 times.
Like,
Nah,
what?
but yeah, when I'm in Africa, yeah, of course.
Okay, so where else did
If
you
I'm in
go?
Jamaica,
You feel me?
Yeah, of course.
So where else did you go?
But if I'm in Greece or somewhere
That
like
makes sense.
But even if I'm in the States, like I see
That makes sense.
Georgia,
You feel me,
Alabama,
Trayvick?
you know, we see us.
You in a 70%
Mississippi.
white country. That makes
That's what I'm
sense.
saying. So it's like, but like I said, Africa is a very, very big continent.
But
So
you
I'm
just named two places that I feel like most,
we not at.
and this conversation is starting to get a real weird vibe. We love white people.
That's why I said earlier, it ain't no pressure, but
Yeah,
we just speaking about the culture. Like
the
the
thing,
thing,
starting
man,
to come off weird.
nah,
Like that's not what we're going with.
I don't think
But
I was feeling that.
Yeah,
I think it's like it's never any disrespect to nothing. We just talking about, you know, the culture. What is the culture?
Well, what I was gonna say, maybe that's because of what I was about to say next, but you know, I feel like you named two places where I feel like white people would predominantly be. America and Greece.
Yeah.
I mean,
And like I said, I even switched to the States.
I just said America.
Oh yeah.
And Greece.
But you would think it would be more in America. What else you got, Chris?
You know this? Yeah. You feel me?
Why he tried to like? He tried to.
No, facts.
I know where it could go.
No, facts.
And
that's
it's,
facts.
you know, it's
That's why I said what I said. I'm like, yo, it's a hip hop pie, right? They go Trey. That what Trayvick was saying. Them hip hop pies that don't talk about nothing hip hop.
they don't be on it.
That's crazy.
Now what we got on?
Next topic.
Yeah, man. Save us.
All right. I mean, we can keep it on music, but it's kind of extending off what you said about, you know.
Let's talk about it, man. We can't, man. We ain't afraid of no conversation.
Oh, man.
No topics.
You really don't think, like with the AI coming up in music, that there might not be some type of
man, forget AI.
conspiracy
that's
with
where we
replacing
going.
black people in hip hop.
But look, I
Hey,
say
I'm gonna
this,
fuck
bro.
around and replace everybody.
But I say certain things AI
No,
could,
I don't.
Look, let me say this. I say it's certain things that I feel like AI could replace in like just mechanics and automation systems, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're already doing it in grocery stores.
Mm-hmm.
You damn near got to get a W-2 or W-9 at this point for going to Kroger's to check out. Because ain't nobody else going to do it for you but you. So it's certain things I feel like they can take the place of certain jobs, certain positions. But when it comes to creativity and hip hop and art, I just don't see it. It might make, you know, it can have a lane, but replacing, nah, I don't see it. Because I feel like, man, creators, man, we everlasting, man, we eternal. So nothing can ever like replace us, no matter what. Like it's a lot of things that can, hey, this right here is the next big thing. It's all hype.
Personally,
You know what I'm
man, like what type of fan? It got to be a bogus ass. I'm sorry, excuse my friend. It got to be a bogus ass fan. What kind of fan would, you know, even support an AI
But
artist?
think about the one that was out before.
Blood.
The AI
real
artist,
breathing
But look,
artist. You know, really motion.
Sid Breed. Think about the AI that they had before that was signed
Brody
to
that
what?
got dropped
Yeah.
on Capitol.
And how many followers or how many views they had just off that. Because people, like, man, a lot of people are sheep in this world, right? A lot of people I don't even feel like have.
Can be.
Yeah,
I'm
can
like
be.
this, Brody. Look,
I say
I'm
R.
like, look, bro. I'm like,
Can be R.
I'm like this. I'm like
Same thing. I told you, bro.
I'm like this, bro. I feel like, and this kind of gonna go against what I'm saying. If music is good, right?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it was somebody playing the voice of that thing, whatever. They find a way to make good music. I'm not gonna sit up here and like knock that, bro. You know,
No, I'm not gonna knock it, but can it
if the
replace?
people, no, not at all.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at. And if the people like the music, I get that. But you supporting the, you know, like
The
you said, look
machine.
how many followers it had and all that. Like that's like watching a cartoon show to me. So if that's what you into, that's what you into. But if you're gonna support that over,
But I mean, I feel like it's a lot of people in the world, and some people like different things. So it's not really one thing that people gotta like. But do I feel like it will replace the reality of things or real?
so they'll be here.
Yeah,
what you saying?
yeah,
It just
they'll be
won't
here.
replace.
I don't.
think they're replaced.
Wow.
I think there's going to be a lot of pushback on it, and I don't think it's going to be successful.
Agreed. And I hope that's the case. Honestly.
Simply because, one, legally, just the legal parameters that go into the music business, you know, and copyrights and stuff like that.
That didn't seem to be the case with the first one.
There was actually a friend of mine. They did like a women in tech, you know, event recently, and I think they kind of tried to play with AI and creating the song and all of that, and the discussion was about just like the copyrights and who's going, you know, points and percentages and stuff, and I think that's just going.
I think they'll be able to iron all that out in the future, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Now, I think if we as a people bond together, because again, like Chris said earlier, it's about being a realist. It's not about just saying, man, we don't want it to happen, so it won't. But I think if we, you know, we just put our foot down and we're like, no, we're not going for that.
We already put our
But it's
foot
going to be a
down
lot of
on the
people who
AI
going
rapper.
for it.
Well,
I
that's
say
what
that
they
too.
said the
though.
AI rapper was racist. You said
It's
what?
going to be a lot of people going for it. That's what I'm saying. Everybody,
And that's the part
bro, we got to understand, like, it's a very small percentage
of the
people.
real.
It is not a real world that we live in. So let's just, if we realists, let's know what type of world
That's
we live
why I
in.
agree with you.
So everybody not even going to care at all. Like, oh, it's cool. It's a cool song. They don't care who made it.
And that's what I was trying to say, you know, and I don't want to be hypocritical about that because, you know, shit, I might feel the same way. If I heard the song,
I mean, it could be cool.
if I heard the song and it was good,
I'd be like,
I'm not gonna act like I don't like it.
but I'm not going to be a fan.
I'm
though.
not even going.
I probably won't even entertain it because the last one, I didn't hear nothing.
They-
If
that's
it
like
wasn't,
saying,
if it wasn't
that's like
blasted
saying
all
we're
over-
not gonna watch
listen.
animated movies.
No, it's not.
I don't watch anime.
I don't either, but how is that not the same?
It's not the same.
I don't either. How is that not the same?
I mean, like I said, some people ain't
not
going
the
just
same,
like
bro.
they
How
might.
is it not the same?
Because those movie scripts and everything are generated by humans.
And so is this.
But it's not AI.
No, it's not
What
AI.
you mean it's not
bro.
AI?
AI is artificial intelligence.
It's putting
and
in a
it grows
code.
and on its
No.
own.
Okay. What part of the artist that we talking about was AI?
The one that we was talking about earlier.
What part
the
of
code.
the artist
All of
was
it.
AI?
All of it.
Well,
Except
No,
the
all
coding.
of it wasn't. That was, that was a human generated voice.
Human generated, but it was artificial intelligence. is supposed to
AI
be
gave the lyrics, right?
intelligent
No,
on
they
its
gave
own,
the
right?
voice too, bro. They didn't.
No, they didn't. We know who was making the voice. What are you talking about?
But the lyrics
Who?
or the character, I don't know.
Look it up. Get on your phone right now. You can
Nah,
see the
Chris
dude
gotta
that
look
was.
it
You can,
up.
you can
I
see the
gotcha.
dude.
You know
that
who
was
we talking
playing
about?
That was doing the voice for it.
So
I mean, I could say that it was a voice, but if it was AI, it had to be growing in some form or fashion, technically on its own, because that's what artificial
AI,
intelligence is
if
supposed
I
to
make
do.
no mistake, AI came up with how the computer artist looked,
Mhm.
lyrics, stuff like that, right? What is the difference between that and having animated movies? It's the same thing.
It's not.
Nah.
It is.
Because
No,
it's
it's not.
staying
It's-
like
How isn't it?
Because it's not putting in zeros and ones and letting the anime be
what?
Be free.
Come up with the script.
So
when they come up with an AI animated script, then we gonna start watching them.
No, bro. When they come up with an AI played out movie on its own.
But all right, let's put it like this. It's like we said on one episode. We can't compare it because
all it's doing is replacing the script.
But if they,
and I don't know. It's gonna have human people.
I don't know if it would. But Sid, I don't know if it would be a bad thing to have anime AI because they will get smarter as we watch, right? But we're not anime. We talking about an AI trying to replace rappers. So I feel like that's different.
Me personally, I wouldn't be with it with the rappers or the movies. What I'm saying is like, what is the difference? You've already admitted yourself that you feel like they're gonna be here.
I think there's a huge difference. But
I also think
you haven't told me what you feel like the difference is yet.
I kind of just explained it.
All right, bro. Go ahead, because I'm still probably missing it. What part am I missing?
The difference is the movies are not generated by AI.
So I said that. So if the script was generated by AI, then it'd be...
A script is not just part of making a movie. And the AI-generated artist was not just generating the lyrics.
Right, I said that. I said it also generated how this artist looked. What else?
It generated the intelligence of it.
What do you mean the intelligence?
The vocal inflections, the zeros and ones that go into it.
Because that's the whole point. That's what I'm saying too.
Bro, it was a human doing that.
But that's the point.
You're still trying to argue against that part.
If it was AI,
if a human said hello 3 times, and then AI took it and was able to generate words based off of just that was not a human. That was the AI generating the vocals.
Oh my God.
And the intelligence behind the words and everything.
So you're saying that AI was the one actually coming up or actually saying the words, which is...
Yes, because AI is the actual intelligence, like the zeros and ones, because that's where everything in this world is, zeros and ones.
Binary code.
It came up with those to generate how the vocals work and everything. After it took a sample of what a vocal is.
I would say they give it like probably a restriction, like a structure of certain range it can go to and from, but it's almost like free range, kind of like humans. Like, we think we're in free range, but it's only, somebody's always trying to put a cap on how far you can go.
So all the person did was use his real voice so they would know what this voice sounded like. But then the AI...
Yeah, it's supposed to get smarter as it goes. Yeah. That's the whole point of AI, right?
Yeah,
it's supposed to get smarter, gain intelligence as it...
I'm thinking they got bro rapping the words for this shit.
Nah, it's supposed to... That's why they was tripping, because it's like, how the hell is he saying these type of words?
Yeah, and that's why his whole defense is it's AI, it's not me.
Oh my God. Oh, you talking about the person?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
The one I read, though, they said they had a lot of people behind it, programming it. So, I mean, that's the whole thing about AI.
And that's what's
supposed to gain its own thing.
Yeah. All it does, and all humans do with AI is, and I wish I could remember what these letters stand for, but API, which, can you look that up, Chris?
It's Application Programming Interface.
You knew that without looking that up. I forgot. So that's basically us programming how it works, right?
So how it works is you feed the AI, you train it on like a data set, and then it learns off of that data set, which is why you keep feeding it stuff. It gets better and better.
Right.
I stand corrected.
So that's a little different than an anime movie.
Yeah, but if they did come out with anime, Trayvick, would you be against AI anime?
Not anime. I was just saying.
Because I don't know if I'm against them making cartoons that get smarter as they go. Like something that you watch on TV.
It will replace actors.
It will replace
the whole thing of what we're saying right now.
I mean, it would definitely replace the vocals.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will be against.
Well, yeah.
Not replace the vocals. I'm talking about we started watching movies that
No, I don't want to watch a movie. I'm talking about strictly anime.
Nah, that's what I kept
Like a
saying. I'm not
cartoon.
talking about anime. I'm talking about animated movies. That's not the same as anime.
No. I mean, I think we need to keep people actors. We got to keep people actors. You know what I'm saying?
Cause you know they already didn't they have if we doing if we still bleeping names, didn't they had an animated Paul Walker after he died? And they finished the movie with him. Well, then why is Chris shaking his head?
That was animated?
They did.
What do you mean, nah?
I didn't know that part. I thought they had old clips or something.
Nah, it was fake.
Thank you for bagging me up on that, Chris.
Like, man, we ain't doubt you.
Travis, nah. Yeah, you better read.
Trayvick be saying strong nose, man.
What's that shit called? CGI or something?
Yeah, I know about
CGI is
CGI.
different though. Yeah.
Everything different, bro.
Yeah, that's not AI though.
Well, Trayvick, how about
It's
this?
animated is what I was saying. So if they can animate people and make them look like that, but use the AI to, it's like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I would definitely be against it, but
My question,
are you against AI in total, in totality? Like
No.
you? Okay.
no, but I don't think it's anything without us. So
Mm-hmm.
If we had to pick one way or the other, I'd just get rid of all AI.
Yeah.
for
That's
sure,
how I rock.
for sure, I'm definitely. I would revert back to like no technology before technology takes over.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, it's here though. And people use it, like, I'm a realist too. I just feel like people using it for other things as well, not even just hip hop. Like, people using this to, you know, strengthen their business, grow this.
No.
So I
Bro, I
seen
watched
somebody
the TED
replace
Talk.
It
You
can
said replace what?
1000%.
replace their CEO.
Bro, I watched a TED Talk. It had to be 10 years ago. Bro said we only had 10 or 15 years. 10 years ago. He was like, yo, and the next, he might have said 15, but like maybe like 10 to 15 years, computers were going to be able to do everything better than humans.
Yeah.
And he said it like, the guy that was talking about it, no disrespect to this guy, but he said it like so happily. 15 years, computers will be able to do everything better than humans.
Let me add
I'm
this.
saying, like,
Man.
why would we want that?
Right.
I don't think it'd be able to do everything better. I think it would just be able to increase our efficiency.
But I also feel like it's going to take away from the good people who trying to work.
Yeah, it's gonna take. It's a double-edged sword.
It's certain
Man,
places.
our robot is here, bro. I'm one of those.
Nah,
Sorry,
but
bro.
this what I think too, bro. I think
The Matrix is here, bro.
I think, look, humans think, like, you know, if it benefits us in a way, we appreciate it, right? But I also feel like people feel like just because they're learning more or doing more with technology, that we advancing. But we not. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. We're dumber than we ever.
Right? Because niggas don't know themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're not,
We're not in tune with nature.
tapping into the real
Come on,
technology.
let's talk about it. We're not in tune with nature.
Yeah,
We're dumber than we ever been.
So the further they get into artificial intelligence and other technology, the further away they get
We lazier.
from themselves.
yeah.
Our
But, you
attention
know,
span is shorter than
We
it's ever
can
been.
use that to increase it if there's the right
Yeah,
people.
I mean, only if you know. Like, you could use it. Everything is a tool to be used. So I'm not saying that. But first, people should know themselves. Because a lot of people, you know, like I said, they think they're doing something because they know.
And how you
More
learn
with
yourself
technology.
without cutting all of it off. That's why we go on spurts of meditation and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
it's like, it's hard. It's harder. I'll speak for myself. It's hard enough with just technology where it is now, let alone where it's headed. I mean, bro, when I was younger, I can remember so much more. Like when we were younger, bro, you knew everybody's phone number. You knew all your partners. You knew everybody's phone number, bro. Somebody could repeat a number back to you and you remember it just like that. Like that's what it was. What's my number right now? You feel me? Like you,
I know,
like
but-
you don't even know, but you get what I'm saying. What's Skitz number? What's Chris number? Again, if this was back in the day, you would know everybody's number. Like it's not like that no more.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to remember the other day. I'm like, bro, how did we literally like How do we really used to get around without GPS?
I had a paper.
Bro, we used to go all the way to like Florida.
Yeah, I remember
Panama City Beach with no Google Maps.
You follow the
That's what I'm like.
MapQuest
or whatever. But really think about it though. You had to get online, and even that, right? Because we still came up in the
before
online.
They were selling GPS.
My pops had an atlas.
That's before my time.
They were selling GPS.
But like even MapQuest. What you mean selling GPS?
Mobile GPS? They was big back then.
They were probably whacking for those.
Yeah. I mean, now you get you one for 100. Little Honda.
Yeah, 100 was like.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't had no mobile GPS. We were on MapQuest. Look, them directions up and follow.
The rentals came with it. You could get them with a rental.
Man, we were on MapQuest, thug.
But look, before we get out the AI, what y'all think about it as far as like financial?
What about it?
Like investing in it, things like that. Like, do you think people should take advantage? Because it's almost like when the internet came around before the internet was here. It's like the new thing. So do you think people should take advantage and try to capitalize to make like money off of it or make money from it?
I think you should gain what currency you can from it. I'll say that. I don't want to just
cut it all the way up.
Put it, stick it to just money because, you can get all the, you can get.
But I want to talk about just money.
Just money. Well,
I don't want to twist it up. Money.
All right, money.
Whatever type of money, it ain't gotta be dollars.
Get your money, man.
Whatever type of money that you can use and spend to go buy something or invest in something else.
I'm the more, moral police at times. So I would more so.
Do you think it's immoral? Do you think AI is immoral?
I think people will use it in that way, and I wouldn't.
But we're not talking about them. We're talking about.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, yeah, get the money, bro. Get the money doing anything that's positive. You feel me? That's not hurting people or yourself.
Yeah, because I'm not saying let's hurt people. I'm talking about us in general with AI because it is, aside from music, it is definitely an opportunity to make money with this AI. This a new thing because people don't know about it still. Like it's still very, very early.
Yeah.
Like the stock itself just came on the market like 2 years ago.
For what company?
I think it's AI.
Don't even.
All right, beep. I'll tell you later. But I got you. But it just came out 2021. Just hit the market. They got other things that it's been using. Like, so this one stock has came out, right, 2021, and it's been assisting other companies boosting. And I ain't gonna name drop the companies and things, but it's been boosting they sales for whatever way that they're using it. So I feel like it can be beneficial in some areas. We got to take advantage, especially the coach.
Oh yeah, I mean, I agree in that aspect. Especially if it's not, in a positive light. I'm already thinking how to freaking flip it into something in hip hop that's not harmful.
I mean, we ain't gonna act like we ain't just use AI to help us.
But look, that's what I'm saying. So it's a tool that can be used. So like, do I agree thinking it's gonna take over humans? No. Or take over hip hop? No. But do I feel like it can be a tool? Yes. And I feel like, we done been left out of so many things, so many waves and so many like just financial waves, like money waves that we missed out on because we ain't had the knowledge and information. But now, like it's
I'm not
here.
Gonna lie, I'm fearful for where AI is going.
I mean, one thing about me, I know everything happens in divine timing. Like everything that's happening is supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Some of us, we might just be the ones to have to watch the tsunami happen, to just witness. Because everything, we still stand up and do what we can. I ain't saying just lay down. It's all going to happen. But what's meant to happen is going to happen regardless. And if it goes to a crazy place, it's only going to be to make us better. Because I feel like the world is always pushing itself to greater good. Like,
I know they got flying cars already. But that's a whole nother.
Shit.
Man, let's.
What we got, Chris?
That was an intentional segue.
An intentional segue that went where?
I wonder.
To Chris.
Man,
Let's see. How long have we been doing? What's the time right now? Hour 20? Okay.
120.
We're getting there.
Let's talk about.
Shorten these topics.
We talked about award shows. Is radio so relevant? Y'all want to talk about that?
That should be a quick one.
Yeah. Is radio still relevant? Said Trayvick not gonna make it quick. I can hear
yeah, I'll make it real brief. Radio is still relevant. I pretty much had the same answer that I had in award shows. Radio is relevant. It's losing relevancy. Again, the internet, you have kids, you have stars, super big stars that are hardly ever on the radio. So I think in today's time, you could have a career and be largely successful without ever being on the radio.
I agree.
But I do think that there's a place for a radio as well. Because once you start transcending demographics, even age, for example, like there's just certain people that aren't on the internet like that still. So I do think there's a place for it.
Yeah. I would have to agree with all of that.
Wow.
Right. I'm saying, bro, you should have saw my face.
Next question. I agree too.
All right. Let's talk about longevity in your career. How do you solidify your longevity? Why do some people fall off, some people don't?
Sheesh. Skitz peasy.
I mean, I think it's just that big consistency, man. Just staying creative. You know what I'm saying? Always staying active, keeping yourself fresh. Really just always recreating yourself as an artist.
And maturing.
Yeah, and maturing. I mean,
so your fans can grow with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that, I think also skill though. Like there's some people who maintain longevity simply off of just the skill of what.
Honing their skill.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there's definitely one artist I know for sure that may not have grown or matured with the audience or helped people mature with him or her. You know what I'm saying? But has, never lost a step in their skill, which
I ain't gonna lie, you gotta bleep this out. Who you talking about?
Can I say what I think it is?
Ain't this kid?
I don't know. I was gonna say Jada Kid.
Jada?
Said or her.
Oh, you said her?
Nah, I just said that to confuse people because I didn't want to.
Right, this guy. Who?
It can only be a her or he.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Wayne, I would say, hasn't necessarily matured.
And he is not as relevant as he once was.
I think
that has we're not talking about relevancy. We're not talking about relevancy. We're talking about longevity.
Yeah, he did say that.
I think relevancy is a part of longevity.
No.
Whoa. So let's talk about it, crew. I want to hear your opinion on this too, Chris. Can you have longevity and not be relevant?
I think you can. Because it depends.
How is that possible?
I think relevancy is dependent on...
You can regain relevancy, but if you're irrelevant, how do you have longevity? Once you become irrelevant...
I guess let's dial it back.
There we go.
Let's dial it back. And
I don't think he's irrelevant, though.
I'm saying let's dial it back. Let's dial it back and see what...
He wouldn't be,
the official definition of longevity means.
You can have longevity. Let's say that, like, what am I trying to say? this person that you named has been around so long already that this person has already had longevity. What I'm saying is,
And still having it.
if you look,
And still having it.
for sure. What I was saying is that person is also not as relevant as they once were. And in my opinion, if they continue down that path, they will be irrelevant. And that would be the end of their longevity.
So,
But that person has already accomplished longevity. So I agree with you there. But I do think that you have to maintain relevancy
there are huge.
for a certain period of time to have longevity. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I think you're just thinking in just like a hip hop bubble. Cause
No, I'm not. What do you mean?
Because
It can transcend to movies. However you do it, you have to.
Because there's like huge soul and R&B acts who may not be quote unquote relevant, but have longevity.
Like, what
Give me
makes you
another-
relevant?
give me another one.
Is it
Bleep this out
blogs?
too. Hold on. I'm sorry, Chris. No, it's not blogs. I think it's a multitude of things of what make people relevant. Again, it could be, movies or anything that keep you, just whatever keeps you on people's mind and in the limelight. But I want him to name whatever R&B group that he was just talking about.
Well, I didn't say group, but just people.
Or person.
I mean, you could literally name legend acts who are
Like
able
who?
to tour right now.
Like
And,
who?
I just saw a stadium on somebody's stage on story full with Jill Scott.
She's not irrelevant to certain people. She's not I'm not going to sit here and be naive. Like, she's not, damn, we got all kind of name drops and today. She's not Brent Faiyaz. She's not.
But he early.
She's not.
Does he have
of her
longevity
game.
though? If you say somebody like him,
not yet. That's the point. But he's saying like she's irrelevant. I don't think she's irrelevant. I think we wouldn't be able to think of their name because they're irrelevant. That's how it works, bro.
yeah.
You're not always gonna be on the top of your game, bro. But if you still have a name, if you still have an identifiable brand 10 years later, bro, like you're still relevant to a degree, bro.
Yeah, but But I think that comes from the longevity and less on relevancy because
you can't have longevity
Yes, you
without
can.
relevancy, bro. That's the point.
Mm.
And we talked about this person off camera the other day. I'm gonna try to keep from name dropping and see. Do you remember who we were talking about the other day? And we were comparing him?
You talking to me?
Yes, you.
Nah, I don't remember nothing. From
Designer. Name bleep that. Has he had longevity?
No.
Will he have longevity? Huh?
I don't think so.
Because he's irrelevant. Next topic. Now I'm being funny on the next topic part, but that's why. Because he's irrelevant. If bro stay,
It's not because he's irrelevant.
He only had one song.
It's not because he's irrelevant. It's because his lack of consistency, which is one of the reasons.
Consistency is what makes you relevant, bro.
No, it don't.
It's one of the things that makes you relevant, for sure.
Mm. I think
Because now I'm about to contradict myself. He's not really irrelevant. Because like I told you, like
people
bro
still know who he is.
he said,
But that's only because he be on the blog.
And that may be as well. But that's what I'm saying is he's definitely lost a lot of relevancy, which may be because of consistency and all that. We can go into why someone would lose relevancy. But he's lost a ton of relevancy from when he first came out until now. And he hasn't crossed the longevity
we should have
threshold.
named this episode Relevance.
Right. Like, are we talking? Is it relevancy or do you mean popularity? Like,
I think
because those are.
I think relevancy is almost in the eye of the beholder. Because to this certain age group, man, there's a lot of people relevant that we would say are irrelevant. So I can't name them. Because I don't know.
I wouldn't say they're irrelevant because we don't know them.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That just means we don't know him. But the guy we were just speaking of, he definitely had a lot more relevancy at one point than he has now.
Mm.
And I think that I agree with Trayvick on the consistency part. He didn't uphold that long enough to cross the longevity threshold.
I think if I think relevancy, if it has a part in it does have some sort of part. I think it's very low on the barometer as far as longevity. I think impact is higher. I think consistency is higher. And I think you can have both of those without relevancy.
And I don't.
Because
I don't think you can be impactful without relevancy. Please make that make sense to me.
Bro. We just said an artist that we spoke about earlier was not relevant, or not as relevant at this moment, right? But the longevity still exists, and the impact was so huge at the time he was that it outstanded the relevancy and made that person.
That person had relevancy, bro, due to the impact. You're not going to make an impact, bro, and you don't have relevancy to go with it. I will give you 10 minutes to sit here and think of any person that you could ever name of that made an impact and didn't have relevancy to go with it, bro.
Relevancy is really low on the value scale for me personally.
How do you make an impact and you don't have relevancy? You made an impact, but you're irrelevant.
I guess it depends on what aspect the relevancy is geared towards. Because mainstream relevancy, underground relevancy, like what are we speaking on? Because like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's people who aren't relevant in the mainstream eyes, but made an impact in the culture.
I don't think we pointed out if you had to be mainstream or underground in this argument. I think you're bringing that in there now. That wasn't a point of emphasis.
I mean, but
because you can have longevity as an underground artist, but you still gonna have a certain level of relevancy as well.
I think we're just stressing relevancy way too much.
Because if you're irrelevant, bro, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know if we'd have to bleep this whole part about what I'm about to say, but like, bro, what is longevity? We haven't made it yet. Like, what is longevity if you don't have the relevancy? We're three of the dopest artists we've all ever known, but we're irrelevant in the game, so to speak. And I threw myself into that too. You have to have relevancy, bro, to make an impact. Who did you make an impact on? Not you personally, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have that part to go with it, bro. That's just my opinion. Like, how do you have longevity, bro, and you irrelevant?
Longevity doesn't just start at the moment in which you become this relevant person. It starts at the moment that you begin the journey.
So how are you using longevity? Because in that case, every single artist, even the one that we named earlier, has longevity. Every single artist has longevity then. There ain't one artist that you could name. I mean, maybe there might be one, a handful, but that made a song today and they blew up. Every single artist has longevity then. And like you were saying earlier, what is longevity? Are we giving 5 years longevity? We can, saying that most artists fall off in 2 years.
Well, I just want to say I'm definitely relevant.
You get what I was saying. Like I said, we might bleep that whole point. But that was just to...
I mean, like I said, I think relevancy is damn near like in the eye of the beholder type thing, but it's like current, but it's current to whom? You know what I'm saying?
And to what?
Because somebody else said somebody wasn't relevant and it was like a big thing. So, but they had just dropped the album, which was current. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
So I feel like it comes down to
right.
Who's looking. Because this person,
there are people, this is how I look at irrelevancy, right? There are people that we can't think of off the top of our head because they're irrelevant. Not somebody that, you know, has this built up fan base. They've been around for 10 years.
Man.
What's the definition of longevity?
And they just not as current anymore.
Chris.
That's one thing. It may not be as current anymore, But that don't mean you irrelevant.
But I mean, I kind of agree with Trayvick because longevity might just mean you remember this person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so because you remember somebody, man,
or they song could be still impactful. A song that they did 20 years ago could still be impactful.
So, all right, so and if you answer this right, then I just digress, big bro. So because someone made a song 20 years ago,
They're still
and you
impactful.
still like the song, that means that person had longevity.
What's longevity mean?
Length of existence or service.
Keep going.
Permanence or durability.
Durability.
Keep going. All right, I'm not finna.
What's the definition of durability?
I'm not finna.
I'm saying if a song could withstand the time,
then that artist had longevity. There you go.
They might not be relevant.
Y'all comment in the comments if y'all.
I don't know. They might not be relevant now, but they song withstood the trials of time.
Okay, so that song had longevity.
So them as an artist,
you there. That don't mean that artist had longevity.
But is the artist separate from the song?
Oh my God! I guess not.
I would say yes. An artist could be separate from the song.
Oh, okay. Let's make it make sense. Because now we just starting to.
How can
are we even having a?
I mean, because it separates from us.
But you only know the song because of who the artist is,
bro. So if an artist put out one song,
because it's some songs,
one hit wonder, and the song lived, that artist had longevity, bro.
No,
because that's what I'm trying to say. That's really what you're trying to argue. Are you being Trayvick now?
I might be.
The song had longevity, yeah,
but the artist created it.
Nah. Because I mean,
come on, bro.
One more bleep.
One more. I'll say
Ja Rule.
He's got
relevant or not?
He's got multiple songs. That's
longevity.
Multiple.
Is
songs.
he relevant though?
Yeah, to a degree.
To a degree.
He's still out here. But again, relevancy can it can transcend hip hop. Let me rephrase.
He did a show.
It can transcend rap. Listen. It can transcend rap, right? Bro been in movies and all. So of course he's still gonna be relevant to a degree. Is he relevant as a rapper?
I mean, that was my point.
So is he relevant though?
But I feel like you can have long, because to me, longevity is like remembrance. You know, do people still know who you are?
Well, we just read what it was.
And what was it?
It was durability. So
durability.
I agree with what Travis said on the consistency part.
You can be durable in this game without being relevant, as relevant. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, because then we would just be going back on semantics of the amount of relevancy or not. Like, because some people, like, if we do that, we are relevant to the hip hop culture to where we are now regionally. I would say. I know I am when I go to certain places and I can feel my relevancy, but it's not as high as someone else would be. So, but if I'm durable throughout the time, throughout relevancy, meaning the peaks and valleys of what relevancy can be, then that creates my longevity. Being consistent, being impactful. So that's why I put those at higher ranks than relevancy, because that's something that is, it comes and goes.
I digress.
Next question.
You feel me? I digress. Y'all comment if y'all agree with Big Sid. Put Breed W.
Skitz for the win.
Big Breed W.
Just put threes for Trey in the man. You know what I'm saying?
I think the question is,
who is this guy?
Just put a bunch of threes.
How long you been thinking of that?
How do you determine when an artist's career is over? I think the answer to that question will answer that question.
All right, give me another bleep. Lil Flip.
Hey man, that boy.
I tried to combat you, but I couldn't even think of that. I was like,
look, one thing about it, I respect all, but I mean,
that boy just ain't had no.
He fell back. He
bro. Didn't have no durability.
He fell back. Chris over there dying like.
And look, only a chosen few know the name.
What? Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro. No.
But that's lacking both. That's lacking longevity and
Oh my god.
That what I'm saying.
relevancy.
But let Trayvick
But
tell
I
it.
think that's
But let
not-
Trayvick tell it. Did he have
Durability.
Nah, he ain't had no durability.
did he have longevity?
Nope.
It took him probably 5-10 years to get to that point. What decides if an artist's career is over? Man, I hate cliche answers if y'all know anything about me by now. But cause this is such a Trayvick answer. But I think the artist. I think the artist, man.
When they give up.
Yeah, just when they, because that same artist who you just said, I think if that person had kept dropping, that person would be a lot more relevant. Like, I think the only thing that can cause an artist, and actually, this won't even stop artists, if y'all know what I'm about to say, but death. And that don't even stop an artist's career a lot of times. But
catapult the artist.
So I think it comes down to the artist, me personally.
Just not dropping music anymore.
Just not going back to, shout out Trayvick. I give him it, like the consistency. I think that's the only thing that can kill an artist's career.
Shout out Skitz.
Is lack of consistency. Oh, Skitz said that?
Yeah, he started off with that one. Well, he said it in his answer, and then I kind of highlighted.
Well, yeah, shout out Skitz Peasy then. I think
drop a lightning bolt in the cup.
I think we all gotta get our little know eternity signs
to
for
the guy,
Breed.
man. Drop the star circle or that lightning bolt in there if you rock with.
Then you got two?
Right.
All I got is the infinity sign.
I just got threes.
Whatever represents
this 3, right?
Whatever represents your height.
This one, right?
Get out of my face.
I'm asking. That's what he did the first time, so you didn't see him do that, Skitz.
I seen it.
He said drop the 3s.
What
Man,
kills
I
an
wouldn't
artist?
I wouldn't have did it with my left hand.
What makes an artist's career die? Or whatever the question is.
Man, I would just say giving up.
Sure. Change better.
Oh man.
How do you determine who to work with when it comes to other artists?
It's a feeling thing for me. And yeah.
I gotta respect
Morally.
your music.
If we align in general, yeah.
Or respect the hustle. Because sometimes, people might do different type of music, but you might be a straight up hustler, and I'll never knock a hustler.
And it's about the art though, too.
I got the same answers when we said this about producers on one of the earlier episodes. Comfortability, rapport. If y'all mesh well, the energy, is a fit. Me. You said, do I like your music? Do I like what you talk about? Or is it just a fit? Sometimes it's just magic. Is it just that magic moment?
So what if none of those things align, right? And you was a feature on a record. And then the person whose record it is, they put you on a record with someone else. You align with the first person, but the third person ends up on the record. It's like,
did I hear the third person already? Or did the third person join after?
It joined after.
But it's their record or your record?
It's not your record. Then what?
What do you do? Not work with that person anymore because they threw a third person on there?
I probably would just only listen to it up to my verse.
I already rocked with what was going on before that.
Yeah.
I would just pray that me and the person that they align with other people that are like us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can't really do nothing about that. But I got a question. What do you think about people, what am I trying to say? Who just, about doing features with like hot artists. Like they might not align with them, but doing a feature with a bigger artist. Do you think it's worth it or not?
Ooh, I know me and Trevor are going to pose on this one. I 100% think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Or it can be.
Can be.
I think it's about the song.
About the song. You think it's about a promotion from the larger artists? Do they need to promote it for it to be worth it? For it to be, my bad, relevant?
No, I don't think they need. You said yes?
Well, I think it needs some sort of support. I don't want to say it's them.
I agree with that part.
I think you need to be able to make the record have legs.
I agree.
So there's that.
I agree. Unless the artist was just so big.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking
like
about you
top 0.1%.
It don't even matter what you do.
It would have to be one of those.
Would they still have to promote it themselves?
But there's only like, rap-wise, there's only like,
right now,
probably 3 people that I could think of that are that big.
I would probably say 4. Bleep me out.
I need to know
these bleeps, man.
I need to know the other 2.
We finna keep.
I need to know the other 2.
Drake.
No, I said the other 2.
Lil Baby. J. Cole. Kendrick.
That's 4.
And the 1. Give me one more. It's one more.
Because I disagree with the 4th one.
You don't think Kendrick?
He was the 4th one that
he
you
said.
Nigga, not the. Are y'all serious?
That's the 4th one he said.
That's the 4th one he said. Bro, are y'all crazy?
The other guy then.
Thank you. When I said it was the other 2, common sense should have said the 3. Come on, man.
Okay.
Well, who's the one more?
Nigga, I don't agree with 4. That's my point.
You don't think he on?
Fuck no.
I think.
Well,
I don't think
the one that he had a feature with him.
I don't think who you said is so big. I do a song with him right now, and we don't do nothing else, and I'm just set.
Nah, I don't know, bro.
Oh my God, bleep me out, son. Oh yeah.
Nah, you good. You can just bleep. I'm like, bro, this is why I can't with this nigga Trayvick, bro.
Whoa.
This shit be making me want to just sit over here and just be quiet, bro. Cause niggas be like, I'm like, do niggas really think like this? Or do niggas really just like debating on the pod? Like, nigga, now you feel like, bro.
Yes.
Now, it's definitely changed in the past 2-3 years. I would say. For that, and I think it's more likely that it's possible. It could go either. I don't know. It's tricky on that person. Now,
put it like this, bro. In my opinion, because at the end of the day, I can't get mad at somebody having their own. Bro, in my opinion, and just what I know about the industry, no, bro.
Well, if the song,
I don't think if I do a song with him tonight, and we don't put no money behind it.
You gotta put.
Remember, no, you don't, because we just said. The names that are so big that you don't have to do nothing else.
But how many people on YouTube right now using such and such featuring this person and they ain't getting no
so they aren't getting that?
Nah.
That's my point, brother. So what I'm saying is it's only to me. That's why I said it's rappers, because I could think of a few R&Bs off my head, pop star. I said there's 3 rappers off the top of my head.
I mean, I think
that are so big that you don't have to probably do nothing else.
I would say I would add 2 more to that.
And I asked y'all what are the other.
You gotta add the mountain up there.
Who are they?
You know the.
Because I mean, bro, you're entitled to your opinion. I don't agree with your 4th pick.
Well, I think.
I mean,
you agree with the 4th pick? Yeah.
I think the 4th pick is.
He's moving the goalpost, so he can agree. I
think it's.
Shouldn't it be a definitive yes or no?
Close to be debatable. You said, shouldn't it be?
Yes. If it's like, how can you? Well, I think it's this. Or, well, if the song is good, no, that's not that. If you put out a song with any of them other 3, put it like this, right? I'm sorry, using all this.
Even if I don't know if the song bad.
Put any song out with Drizzy, Drake, Rogers, bro. If you put a song out with Drake,
that's not even his last name.
I don't fucking care. Whatever. I don't remember where I got that from. Who said that shit?
Drake Rogers.
Wherever somebody got, I don't remember where I heard that shit.
Oh my God.
If you put a song out with bro or her,
if it was bad,
throw people out.
It's gonna get mad publicity. The fact that it's bad,
probably even. That's my bro.
They still gotta listen to it, bro.
Nigga, there's songs with your 4th one right now with people we've never heard of.
But I think I'm
pretty sure it's the same.
But
amongst the whole.
Have they Were they out
What you mean?
before the heat of that person or after the heat of that person? Or not before or during the heat of that person.
Recent flare, not too long.
Bro, it's levels, bro. It's levels, bro. Those three, like, it's levels, bro. Like, no offense to bro, like, bro's cool. I fuck with some of his songs.
I think Jay-Z and Kanye are people.
He's nowhere near. Oh, if we doing that, when we breaking the legends out, then let me backtrack what I was saying. Because there's a lot of people in that regard. I could name 10 artists off the top of my head in that case. What,
name them?
Oh.
No, you know.
I'm going to say it's going to be beat, but I'm cool with that. Trayvick, the one is...
Speaking of which, I think it was one person who forgot to bleep on the last episode.
Okay.
What's the other question, Craig?
Honestly, we just hit them all. The last one is how's the music industry gonna look in the future?
Trayvick loves these.
Us. Nigga.
Yeah. Real rap.
How's it gonna look in the future?
I think the industry is going to diet and purge of the things that are killing us.
I think people will be more in control of their artistry, the direction of their careers, how they release their music. And I believe that it'll be a lot more direct to consumer type of releases.
I second that.
Yeah, I can agree. I think it'll be a lot more ownership in the music. People like making more socially conscious music.
Yeah, man.
Real rap.
I just
Real is
realized
back.
I was cut off. Have I always been cut off? Or is that just a screen?
What you mean?
Oh, he's moving it now.
I think it's been like that.
Not the whole episode. I think probably when the camera died. Yeah.
Yep.
Man.
Real rap.
Real rap.
We finna determine the future. You know what I'm saying? We the future. That's all I know.
Yeah.
What up?
I'm the present. So
here now.
Therefore.
You know what I'm saying? Present is everlasting. So you feel me?
Yeah.
Until forever.
You know what I'm saying? Eastside love never dies.
All right, take us out, Trayvick.
Take us out, man. Hey, man. Yo, I thank you so much for tapping in with the family, man. We did a great job. Y'all did a great job for tapping in with us. Cause, you know what I'm saying? We nothing without y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, we signing out, man.
Peace to the guy, man. Skitz.
Peace to the guys, man. Come on.
Real rap, man. Eastland, all that, man. Breeding Eternity, man. Next week, y'all already know the vibes.
Yeah.